All right, let's talk about something that's become a huge part of our lives, especially online. We're going to dive into comparison and why some people are calling it the silent thief of our happiness. You know that feeling, right? You're just minding your own business, scrolling through your phone, and then bam, you see it. A friend's amazing new job, someone's picture perfect vacation, and suddenly that good mood you were in just tanks. You feel like you're falling behind. So, why does that happen? Let's get into it. So, first, let's get a really clear picture of the main culprit here, the happiness thief. It's such a powerful thing because it's sneaky. It doesn't barge in through the front door. It just quietly siphons off our contentment one social media post at a time. Now, look, comparing ourselves to other people is nothing new. It's a totally natural human instinct. It's how we've always kind of figured out where we stand in our community. But here's the twist. The digital age has completely hijacked that instinct. It's turned it from a simple social compass into something a lot more damaging. So why does it actually hurt so bad? Well, it's because we rarely compare ourselves in a way that makes us feel good. We see someone else's success, and our brain doesn't go, hey, good for them, I'm doing pretty great too. No, it immediately zeroes in on what we don't have. And that's what triggers that awful feeling of envy. It chips away at our self-esteem, and it creates this constant nagging pressure to keep up. It's basically peer pressure on steroids, and it's in our pocket 24/7. And all of that constant pressure, well, it leads us right into what you could call the comparison trap. It's so effective because a lot of the time, we don't even realize we've stepped into it until we're already feeling the effects. And here it is. This is the absolute heart of the trap. It's built on this fundamentally unfair deal we make in our own heads. We take our entire messy, complicated, unfiltered real life, and we put it up against someone else's single, perfectly polished, curated highlight. It's a game that is completely rigged against us from the very start. But it actually gets a little deeper than that. The game isn't just rigged. In a way, we're playing against an opponent who isn't even fully there. It's not just a highlight reel. We're pretty much comparing ourselves to a ghost. Think about it this way. We are constantly aware of our own behind-the-scenes footage. We know about the moments of doubt, the exhaustion, the messy apartment, the bad hair days, the failures. That's our full reality. But what are we comparing it to? Their perfectly edited movie trailer. The one perfect angle, the best photo they took out of 50 tries, probably with the filter slapped on top, and of course, very carefully selected. It's a total and complete mismatch. This really says it all, doesn't it? That one beautiful, sparkling moment you see on a screen absolutely does not equal a whole, sparkling life. I promise you, even the biggest celebrities and influencers have bad days, they feel insecure, they deal with failure, they just don't post about it. So why is this so powerful? Why can't we just shrug it off and move on? Well, there's a really interesting psychological reason for it. Let's talk about the unconscious influencer that's actually working inside your own mind. The concept behind this is called the priming effect. All it means is that what we see or hear, even if we don't consciously register it, can influence our thoughts and feelings right afterward. It's like a hidden mental trigger we're not even aware of. So here's how that trigger actually works in 3 simple steps. First, there's the cue. You see that perfect post online. Second, the prime. That image immediately unconsciously feeds your brain a concept like inadequacy or failure because you see a gap between them and you. And third, the effect. Your mood shifts, your self-perception dips, and it all happens negatively almost instantly. And the wild part is, it happens under the surface, without you even giving it permission. Okay, so we've gone through the problem, we understand the trap, we get the psychology behind it. Now for the most important part. What do we do about it? How do we escape? How do we find our own focus? The whole solution really starts with this one powerful idea. The antidote to all this unfair comparison is just to be fair to yourself. Real happiness isn't about winning some imaginary race against other people. It's about being compassionate and honest about your own unique path. So here it is, the practical tool, the mental exercise to use.
The very moment you feel that little pang of envy or inadequacy, you have to consciously interrupt that thought. You just remind yourself, I will not compare my entire complex life to their single curated moment. That one sentence can be a game changer.
Ultimately, this whole thing comes down to you realizing your own power. Your attention is one of the most valuable resources you have, so you have to ask yourself, are you spending it on feeds that just make you feel worse? Or are you choosing to engage with things that actually nurture you, that inspire you, that teach you something? You have the power to curate what you see and what you focus on, and that's really where we'll leave it. This is not just a rhetorical question, it's a genuine invitation. As you close this and go about your day, remember that you have the power to decide what you focus on. So, what are you going to choose to see?